Hey everybody, it's me again and I'm back for another tutorial episode. Now I know what you're saying, it's not Sunday, it's Monday. Yeah, I'm changing the schedule a little bit from tutorials on Monday, rebuild episode on Wednesdays, and playthrough or let's play series on Fridays. So this Friday I'm going to continue playing Mine Z, and I'm going to show you if how far I make it. And on the weekend there's going to be a special video, so stay tuned for that. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to display the information that how many items you have in the chests to your monitors, how to order items from the chests to here or whatever you want, and also the new interface that's in the ccSensors. Now, if you notice it's lagging a little bit, that's because I am doing a screen capture. Let me just see if yeah. So I've tried to lower everything so that it doesn't lag, but it's still lagging a little bit, but it's okay. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is go into this computer and show you the new interface of ccSensors, which I already shown you guys, but it helps to find out how this works. So if we go into this computer, it shows me that there's 64 cobblestone and 0 sand. If we go into the chests, 64 cobblestone and 0 sand. So let's go into the new interface. So you do CD cc sensors. Sensor, okay. cc sensor, cc sensor. Okay, sorry. So cc sensors, and then console. Alright, so this is the new console they have, and the first thing you have to do is select your sensor. Now I have two sensors right now, and remember that sand is first and cobblestone is second. So we're going to select cobblestone, and then the probe we're going to select is the second one, which is inventory info. And the target we're going to select is the chest, and this is the 9th target. So chest, and then get reading, and it's showing me that there's 64 items in total. Now I kind of cheated a little bit here, that it's not really getting the information that there is 64 cobblestones in there. It's just saying that there's 64 items in there. Now that means that I can put any items in here, and that's going to show me 64 cobblestones. But if you go into the probe and select inventory content, and then and then hold on, let's get this again. So cobble, inventory content, and then chest. Okay, so this is the reading that you get when you do a inventory content. It shows that there's 64, but it's a little complicated to get this reading to show on a computer. So it's better off you do it the way I've done it, is that you just get the inventory info, and then you do it that way. But this way, here it shows you that in slot 0 there's 64 stone brick, which is wrong, but here if you look, this is slot 0, this is slot 1, 2, 3, and so on. So it's better off if you do it the way I've done it. Just get the probe for the inventory info. So let's go into Notepad++, and let me show you the code for this computer while I'm here. So this is the code, and as you see, it's the same as the reactor code a little bit, but it's a little different. So the first variable I did is cobblestone inventory sensor. Now this, you can change this name to anything you want. It doesn't have to be cobblestone inventory like I did it, but just make sure that whatever you put here has the name after that has to be like this, with the sensor with a capital S. So once you do that, just make sure that every time you need to enter in this variable, it's the same way you write it. So the first thing you do is get the sensor info, and then you set the sensor range, which is going to be 3 in this case, and then you get the probes for the sensor, and then you set the inventory info probe to data 2. Now, like I showed you here, that the inventory info is the second one, and also the sensor, the cobblestone sensor, is the second one. So this is why here it says 2 and here it says 2 again. After that, you get the target, and then the way you get the target is then get the available targets, and then you set the variable chest target to 9. And like I said, once you come here to select the target, you can see how many targets you have. I have 10 because there's other stuff around, but the chest target is the 9th target. So once you do that, you set the target, and then you get the reading. And then the way I've done it is that here it's a little bit different than how I did it for the reactor. What I've done here is set cobblestone variable. Now here you can set whatever variable you want, but just make sure you remember the variable you put. So I put cobblestone as the variable, and it's equal to data.total items. And if you remember, total items is going to be 64. So once it gets that information, it prints the screen cobblestone number sign, and then it does dot cobblestone, which is the variable here, and then dot again, and then the 2 like this. So it has to be written like this. If you want something to be written before the number, you have to do it in between here. If you don't want anything to be written, you just don't write anything. So it's going to be like this. So once you do that, here, this is for the sand, it's pretty much the same. So once you get the sand numbers and the cobblestone numbers, what you do is you do a receive for 1 millisecond, and if the message is cobblestone number sign, which I'll explain that later. If the message is cobblestone number sign, then send the information to the computer that's asking for the cobblestone information, cobblestone number of the variable that's in cobblestone, which is here. And the same thing for sand. If it gets, else if in this case, but if it gets the message sand number sign, then send that computer the number of sand that is in the sand variable here. So now we go into this computer, which is over here, this computer. And now this computer is, I've shown you many times, the first thing you do is open the back, open your Rednet, and then put the little box if you want to. And then you send, the first thing you do is send number 67, which is the computer inside next to the ccSensor. That's the computer over there, next to the sensor. And then you send that computer the word cobblestone number sign. And which remember here, if it receives the message cobblestone number sign, it's going to send the variable cobblestone, which is going to have the information of the total number of items. So that's how here I get 64. See? So it prints. See, there's like a little mistake here. So let's update this like this, so that it looks a little neater. So let's restart this, and it doesn't work. Awesome. So, oh yeah, the reason why it doesn't work is because this is still running. So we just restart this, and then we restart this, and it doesn't work still. Cool. Oh, there you go. So now it received the information 64 cobblestone. So once it does that, here, let's add another one. So let's add 2 dot sand, and then space number sign, and then let's delete the excess. So we're gonna have to do the same thing. So we'll do 64 sand like that, and then like this. The only thing is here it's gonna be 4, and here let's just say 10 for now. It's probably wrong, but yeah. So if I restart this, okay. So I just fixed it a little bit. The thing I changed is that I didn't put a wait time for the Rednet message to be received. So it has to wait to get the information first before it asks you please select the item number. So let me just restart this computer again, and here it shows 0 sand. So let's just push it one more. Oop. Let's just push it one more like that, and now it should be all hunky-dory. Cool. So now it's showing me sand is 0, which is not set up right now. So right now we have cobblestone, and if we press 1, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say that this was probably going to change to have the information updated live, and it's going to be pretty much the same code as I have in that computer with the parallel functions, which I'm going to update and I'll show you guys once I do that. So the first thing, the only answer I have here is 1. I haven't set up the 2 yet. But if it gets the answer 1, then it runs the A program. So once we go into the A program, we get this, and as you've seen here, this is the A program. So still not yeah, that's right. That's weird. Anyways, so once it comes to the A program, it should display you the items, the amount of cobblestones in the chest, and prints that out, and then asks you how many items you need. And here you see it says number equals read, which is a variable equals read. So here, whatever number you input, it's gonna send to 91, which is this one, and I'll show you that later. It sends. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. It sends computer 91 the variable number. So when you input the number of items you want, it sends that number to computer 91, and then if you type reload, then it's going to restart the A program. And once you do any of these functions, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to say it's going to clear the page, and then it's going to say sending items, please wait, and it's going to wait for 5 seconds. Now here, you don't have to wait for 5 seconds. I just did it like this because it doesn't update the information here, but that's going to change, so this is useless. And then after it waits for 5 seconds, or here, let's take this out because it's not going to be used anymore. But after that, it's going to run the startup program, which is this one. So let's go into the computer in the back here, which is this one. Now this computer also needs to be upgraded because it's not displaying the information from the on the display here, as you see, but it does work. I think if I just ask for 5 cobblestones, no, doesn't work. But anyways, it did work. But here, I think I know why. Oh, what happened? Let's restart this computer. And let's try this one again. So let's put the cobblestone back. There's energy in this engine. And so, okay, there you go. So now it's displaying me the information, and it gave me 1 cobblestone. So let's ask it for 5, and see the information is getting updated live. It's working, kind of. See, now it's not working, but anyways. So yeah. Anyways, so I have to fix that, but I'll show you how that works. So this is 2 programs in one, and I have to do a parallel program again with functions like I've done in that computer there, but I've not done it yet, but I'll do it soon. But you don't need, you just, what you do is open the bottom, actually this is wrong, isn't it? Hold on. Isn't it wrong? No, it's not wrong. So the first thing you do is open the Rednet bottom, and then you wait for the information indefinitely. So here you cannot put a wait period. It has to receive the information before it can. Here it has to wait for the information to be received so it can process the next step. So here, if you look at this program, if you're really good with ComputerCraft, you'll see that this is a kind of program that's already in there in ComputerCraft, and the program is Red Pulse. And I've kind of copied the Red Pulse program to make this work. So what you do, the first thing you do is local end count equals message. You don't have to do local, but it's always good to do it like this. So local end count is equals to message, n equal 1, which is number equal 1, and then end count do, and then redstone set output right, which is in my case it's on the right side. Okay, and then what happened to this thing again? So it's on the right side. True. Now here, I don't know why you have to do it like this, but it doesn't work if you do it any other way. But you have to sleep for 1/2. I don't know why this is, but anyways, I'll figure it out later. Once you make it sleep, you do redstone output right again, but this time false, and then you sleep again for 1/2 seconds, whatever that means. I forgot what that means, but I pretty much copied the same thing here, but in this case it's waiting for the period, the length of how many seconds you want it to sleep, and 2, which is what it is here. But anyways, oh no. Anyways, so after you do that, you do peripheral wrap to the back of the computer if it's on the back of the computer, and then clear the page. And here you see text scale 2.5. Now this is a new thing I've discovered. I haven't shown you that guys this that you could do 2.5 now, but you could do 1 point or 0 point anything you want. So 0.1 is obviously the smallest now, and then 5 is a maximum. You can't do 5.9, but that's the max. 5 is the maximum, and anything between with a point before it will work. Just in my case, it's like in my case. So once you set the text scale, you send the Rednet with the computer 7067 cobblestone number again, and then you wait for 1 millisecond or whatever this is, and then you write to the monitor cobble and then ... message. Now you see here it says ... message is because if you remember the number is after the word cobble, but if you want to write before the word, you do it like this. So message ... and then sand. Now the only problem that is with this one is that let's go in here. The only problem with this one is that let's just order I don't know, let's order 40 cobbles. The only problem with this one is that here where it says 0, well, it said 0 anyways, it said 0 is that 0 will push the word sand backwards when the number grows. So when the number grows in value, it'll push the number back. That's why there was a space in the back of it. And I think this thing crashed again. I don't know why. I'll figure that out later and I'll show you guys better, but it's pretty much the same. Just don't forget that if you want to write the message you receive, it has to be ... then message, or if you want to do it before the word, you have to do message ... So that's pretty much it, everyone. Sorry, I wasn't too descriptive on this video, but I mean, that's how I did it. I don't know why it's not working now. I have to figure it out, but I'll show you if I change some stuff. Now it's showing me, I guess there's something wrong with the sand part, but anyways, we'll figure it out. I'll figure that out later. But that's pretty much it, guys. But that's pretty much it, everyone. Thanks for watching my tutorial for today. Please give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It would be much appreciated. Comment and subscribe. Thanks for my new subscribers again. That came like the last 2 weeks, and I'll see you guys next time.